Welcome, viewers. Welcome to one more episode of Beyond the Trade with Divakar sir, Arun, and me, Kiran Prabhu. And today we are going to have an amazing topic to discuss on, which all the three of us have kind of lived through in our experiences with our own journey into investing and trading. And the topic is something called as trading psychology. Okay, the mindset that makes or breaks traders. I'm very sure all of you would be very interested to know what is this thing. Why we decided to come up with this topic is because of the simple realization that if we have to succeed in this particular skill called as trading, 80% is psychology and 20% is strategy. This is a kind of a ballpark figure what we have come to understand. Okay, after our journey of so many years, this is what we have come to understand, and that's why we decided, let us move away from just talking about technical things and talk about something which actually matters, which is psychology. So welcome to the show. And as usual, we have Divakar sir and Arun with us. So welcome both of you to this another episode.
Thank you, Kiran.
Thank you.
Yes. So let us, start with our kind of an introduction, just to set the ball rolling. Let us do this time a little different, wherein we will just, give a very short introduction as to what is our style of trading. Okay, so I will start first. So my name is Kiran Prabhu and I am an option seller, and that is my trading style. So let us move it on to Arun. Arun, what is your style of trading?
Yeah. Hi, everyone. I am Arun and I am a short-term swing trader. That's what I call myself. I only trade 2 to 6 days or 6 to 15% moves in the market.
Thank you. Divakar sir, what is your trading style?
Hi, I am Divakar. I'm a index future and option trader. I'm into short-term and long-term trading.
Thank you. Thank you, sir. And, let us now start this, to the real session, wherein I would like to start with an icebreaker question, which is, what has been the craziest reaction you ever had to a trade? Divakar, sir, this is for you.
Yeah, I mean, definitely there'll be at least one for everyone's experience in trading in their life. And mine would be on the beginning days when I came to know hedging is one option, and I implemented it on one of my first trades. And though the primary trade was going negative, I was very happy and excited to see my hedging trade was going the green. And, I thought there are two separate trades and something big can happen. So that's my craziest thing.
Yeah, that's a really, what you can say. I'll not call it funny, but it is really, I can gauge it. That is something, we as normal traders or normal investors, we can't even, comprehend this thing actually.
Yeah.
So thank you for sharing that. Arun, what was your, craziest emotional reaction?
Yeah, actually, I was doing day trading, though right now I don't do day trading. So when I was started, I was doing day trading. So I didn't even realize, matlab, till the time the market, I was putting trades after trades. I got into drawdown, so I was doing revenge trading and all the time. And once the market closes, matlab 3:15, because after that you cannot do day trading. Matlab, all your positions are automatically closed because you
Yes.
are doing it on leverage. So
Yes.
at 3:15 only, I came to realize that I have put like 40, 50 trades for the day. Matlab,
Wow.
it's unbelievable because by the time when you are doing the trades, you don't realize anything. You are just acting like a computer. Matlab, then only you realize that I have been trading since 9:15 to 3:15 whole day. I was
Yeah.
sitting and doing day trading, and it's very difficult to get off from the screen.
Correct. Yes, I know all the beginners when we started, this is the message. We also were doing the same thing. But as Arun said, we no more do such things. But this is how we all started.
Yeah.
Thank you, Arun. And coming to me, my craziest reaction was, one fine afternoon, morning, there was nothing. I didn't find anything much. The market was sideways. So somewhere around 11:30, I found a wonderful setup where it was a breakout. I, and I thought, yes, now this is a breakout. And I took the entry, and it was almost lunchtime. So I took the entry, and in that overconfidence that it is a breakout, I didn't even put a stop loss. I went to have my, I went to have my lunch, and when I come back, it was a fake breakout. So the whole screen had turned red, kind of.
Yeah.
So immediately I just, I couldn't even look at it. I just closed it, and I went out and told, my wife that, I'm quitting trading from now. So, but you know what, we are like very resilient species of people, wherein we again come back the next day morning with the lesson learned. Okay, whenever you are going into a trade, the first thing what we have to do is put a stop loss. So this is what I learned, and this was my craziest reaction to a trade. Nice. So now let us come to the core of the topic today, which is the emotional roller coaster of trading. Now, all of us should realize that emotions, especially fear and greed, these are the two emotions which kind of hijacks our brains when we are actually into the financial markets. Not only in the financial markets, when real money comes into picture, fear and greed kind of takes over. So this is something, these are the two demons which we need to conquer. And to do that, there is a particular way which we will share in this particular conversation. So I would like to start with asking both of you, and of course, I will also answer it. This fear and greed, these are the two emotions. Now, can we just try to put it across for our audience so that they can understand why do traders panic sell and FOMO buy? So let us start with Arun this time.
So, Kiran, what I've observed will that these two emotions, that fear and greed, these are the two most important determinants that I would say to trading. So, what I have felt that that is why I always say there is no word called trading psychology. Trading psychology is not a general thing. It depends on person to person. It is a very specific. So, I call it trader psychology. So you have to find, since I'm working with a lot of traders now, so what I've found, you have to find what emotions, what that person is driven by which emotion. Some persons are driven by greed, some persons are driven by fear. So for that particular person, what emotions is most dominant, that will decide that which emotions you have to work on. So every person is different. That's why every person's trader psychology is different.
Yes.
So, like I'm working with some traders, one of the traders, he will never fear to put any amount of risk. Okay. But if he loses some, so he's driven by greed. Whenever a person who's willing to put lot of risk, he can put lot of money on the table, even he can lose money still. So they are driven by greed. But
Yeah.
if he misses a trade, which he was liking and he could not take that trade, then he feels disappointed. He will not feel disappointed even if he puts a trade and lose money because he's driven by greed.
Correct.
But if he misses one trade, which was a good opportunity, he will get very, very disappointed.
Yes.
And exactly opposite to a person who is driven by fear. He will not worry about trades he has missed. He will
Yes.
only worry about the trade that if he puts a big risk and he gets into a big loss. So he's always fearful. He will put less number of trades. He will take less quantity in risk. So you have to understand a person's psychology, and then only you can work on that specific person, that which emotions, and you will only come to know, like you correctly mentioned, when the money is at risk. You cannot come to know, like I'm talking to you, oh, I'm worried about greed and fear. This is not theoretical thing. Until and unless you see how he performs, you have to see his trades. Like any person who will show me like last 30, 40 trades, I can tell a person how how that person trader psychology works. Just looking at the trades, whether he's closing his position too soon or he's holding the trades for big profits. Person who is driven by greed, he can only hold the trades longer. A person who is driven by fear, he will not be able to hold the trades longer. So
Correct.
there are a lot of things that you can only understand when you work with a person to person.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Divakar sir, what do you think about why do traders panic sell and do this FOMO buy?
Yeah, definitely. I agree with Arun on this. Actually, fear and greed is a very important role in stock trading. So when theoretically somebody has to become strong, and as we all know, the percentage on the fear, greed, emotion works a major way. Well, if you consider 50% is theoretical and 50% is about emotion, this changes in course of time. The ultimatum is if you are taking that emotion to zero or at least to just 10% and keep your theoretical approach 90%, then you're a master.
Mhm.
So let's understand what is fear and greed first.
Yeah.
Fear is something where, you're taking a trade and, getting scared that the trade is going to go on the opposite side of yours.
Mhm.
So you will end up in making mistakes about the trade. Either you will exit early or you will end up in losing the money.
Yes.
And what is greed? Greed is something, if you are on a profitable trade, you want more of it, more of it. So there is a limit for a profit from that particular trade generally.
Mm.
And once you start believing you want more than that, the trade may go opposite side and take away all the profits from you. So that is called greed. Now, to understand, generally, when a fresh trader starts taking a trade, generally, the fear is not there. The fear comes to only some amount of experience based trader.
Correct.
For a fresher, there'll be greed, not fear, because he
Yeah.
doesn't know what is a fear. He has not lost money yet. So there'll be only greed for a fresher trader.
Yeah, yeah.
And the greed turns into fear once the person experiences a lot of losses.
Correct.
So that will make him a poor trader again.
Yes.
So from the theory point of view, what will happen is in a couple of months of experience, the fear and greed both will take over him and start making him only approach wrong trades.
Yes.
Well, I was talking about the percentage of this. Even if you take it 50% of emotion, with experience, actually, you will come to know what is fear and greed, where I'm supposed to fear or have my greed, or how to control it. This comes definitely with experience. So once you have, say, about a couple of years experience or 5 years experience, then you would reach a stage where, theoretically, when you understand a trade, there is no fear and there is no greed at all. If the indicator is telling you,
Yes.
okay, the trade is over, so that's the profit. That's the maximum profit. So there is no question of greed. You will exit.
Yes.
At the same time, if the trade has gone to the opposite side of yours, the minimum stop loss, there is nothing to worry. You just exit. So there is no
Yes.
question of fear also there.
Absolutely.
So once a person balances this,
Mm.
and nothing goes wrong.
Absolutely. I just love the analogy. I know there is this famous saying, I think it is Warren Buffett as what, I don't know. I mean, please correct me. It says that, be greedy when others are fearful and be fearful when others
Yes,
are greedy.
Yeah.
yes,
Who,
definitely.
whose statement is this?
Warren Buffett only. Yeah.
Warren Buffett only. Yeah. So this is exactly summing up what
Yep.
Divakar sir just shared. So absolutely. I mean, you have so nicely explained the difference between a fresher and how he gets the experience and how he evolves. So my take on this is why do traders panic sell and FOMO buy is because I feel that, our brain has been wired to chase pleasure and avoid pain. Okay, so this is how our brains are wired. So the moment the stock moves up, we think we are missing out. And when it drops, we panic. We don't want to take the loss. So this is what is the normal response. And I've also seen that, I have been there wherein I have bought at the top and sold at the bottom, both sides taking the hit, and I couldn't handle the drawdown and all that. But we should realize that the market doesn't care about our emotions. The trick here, as just like what Divakar sir said, is to stick to a system, not to feelings. So this is what I feel. And
Yeah.
amazing. Thank you so much, both of you. And now let us, talk about the other aspect, which is about revenge trading and overconfidence. I'm very sure, I can see both of you smiling. So can you please share any one story of yours wherein this revenge trading and overconfidence has taught us some lessons? Let us start with Divakar sir this time.
Okay, okay. It's definitely again part and parcel of every trader. Without revenge trade, nobody would have, gone further. And in revenge trading, I will guarantee you 99% of the trades would be under loss. So this is a negative part of it. So you will
Yes.
revenge a trade not with profits, you will revenge a trade only with losses.
Yes.
So for me also, I went through this, couple of times, and I think I have talked about this on one of my previous episodes with you on the Canara Bank incident. So from a profitable trade, it went into loss because I had a target of some figure.
Yes.
So if you remember, I took Canara Bank script, and it was giving me a very good profit, and say about 50,000, 60,000. So, but I had a
1
mindset that
lakh.
I should reach 1 lakh.
Yeah, 1 lakh was the target. I know, I
1
remember.
lakh was the target, but what happened was I forgot all the theoretical part, indicators part, fundamentals part. I just started looking at the
P&L.
screen on the profit. So one day, it started coming down after hitting resistance, and then my profit started coming down. So at one point of time, from that 50, 60,000 came down to 10,000. I was so disappointed and angry that I didn't want to exit at 10,000 rupees profit also. I said, I want that 1 lakh again. Let me wait. I went all the way down. I ended up in loss. So that attitude is the worst attitude any trader shouldn't have. So whether you're on loss or in profit, never go aggressively to stick on to your target based or something you want to achieve beyond the actually indicators or the discipline you're supposed to have. So please do not have any kind of a revenge trade. That's my advice.
Yes. Yes. Thank you. Thank you, Divakar sir.
Yeah.
Arun, any interesting story what you can recollect about revenge trading or overconfidence for that matter?
Yeah. So here, what I believe the game is about, like, trade the plan and plan the trade. So all the successful traders, what they are doing is, like, they always come with a plan every day. So they
Yes.
know, like, they have so many trades planned, or where I will enter, where I will take the exit. Maybe not everything, I'm not saying 100%, but at least you should have a plan.
Yeah.
Until and unless we have a plan, the emotions are always there. What I've observed, we only gave names to the emotions. Like, sometimes we call them over trading, revenge trading, fear, greed. But what is the root cause of all the emotions? The root cause of emotions is when you don't have a plan.
Yes.
90% of fresh traders, you ask them, which stock will you trade? What is your plan for the day? They don't have anything. They will just come to the screen unprepared every day, just see their scans, or even if they don't have scan stocks, or someone tells them buy this, buy that. So that is not a plan. That is hope. And hope is not a strategy. The
Correct.
only plan, so the only way to control the emotions, I will not even say we can remove the emotions. I don't believe in that. We are humans, and humans are emotional by nature. So we can
Definitely,
only
definitely.
so we can only manage the emotions. So the best way to manage the emotions is you come with a plan and try to stick to the plan. And I'm also saying I'm not saying 100% we will have anyone can stick to the plan. It's not like that. Again, we are humans. So we will stick to the plan 70% of the time, 80% of the time, and then keep on analyze like what was my plan, and then at the end of the day, just analyze your plan whether I followed my plan for the day or not. That
Correct.
is how the job of all the successful traders are implementing these strategies to come out of emotions. Now, like you mentioned, so revenge trading and overtrade, whenever I have felt, the root cause is whenever I play my game outside my plan. Like I tell you one example, my plan is I always enter at the close of the day. Okay. So whenever sometimes due to emotions or I see gap up from global markets is happening or I get overexcited, so sometimes what we do, we come and I try to put more trades in the morning. Suppose I have only one trade in at the close, because at that time I didn't know कि मतलब market is मतलब I could analyze the market that it was good, but due to some, like tomorrow also, like tomorrow now the market is closed for 2 days. Tomorrow
Yes.
again the some news event might come up and market might be gapping up, so I might
Correct.
get overexcited and I will put one trade. So that was, there was one day, so I put some trades in the mornings only. But what I felt, these and then those trades were not part of my plan, and then they
Correct.
hit my stop losses, and then it
Mhm.
resulted into revenge trading, and then revenge trading led me to over trading. So
Right.
what I have observed, we give them only name revenge trading, over trading, fear, greed. But the most important problem is it part of your plan or your process or not? Whenever you stick to your plan, your emotions will be under control. And whenever you go out of your plan, that's when all the problems will come up.
Absolutely. You have put it like, it is the nail on the head.
Right.
Amazing. Amazing.
Yeah.
Arun. Thank you so much. And it was so precise. So, yes, I mean, I'm also no different than anyone else. I have also done my bit of revenge trading. It's the same thing, the same story, lost money on one particular trade. And immediately, without even looking at the system, I jumped into another. The intention was not to make profit, but to recover the loss.
Recover the loss. Yeah.
Yes.
Right.
So that was the thing. And you know what? It never works.
It never works.
Like, how Divakar sir said, it never works. And
Yeah.
I did this one time. I, ignored my strategy, took a huge position just to recover the losses. And you know what happened? In 10 minutes, market taught me the biggest lesson. Not only a lesson, it humbled me in 10
Yeah.
minutes,
10
not
minutes.
more, 10 minutes. Okay. So that was the time I realized, okay, market is not our enemy. It is our teacher. So look at it that way and don't act too smart, and follow the system, follow the process. And, that is the way, we can overcome all these things. Like, like how Divakar sir said and Arun said, we need to have what you can say, our own way of doing things. Only when we come here and, it's like firing in the dark. When you fire in the dark, out of 100 times, maybe one or two times you will hit bullseye, but 99 times you are losing out on your precious bullets. So you take the decision. So how you are to do it. So come with a proper plan and have the right mindset and the right approach. And and I think one more thing what we should do is, we should look at trading as a pleasant experience, not as a stressful activity.
Mm.
So all this will come, of course, with a lot of practice and understanding, having a clear understanding of what we are doing, and then it comes. So I think, this has been my, kind of our personal stories about, overconfidence and revenge trading. Right. So let's move on to the next section, which is, let's talk about how we can master a mindset, a trader's mindset. So in this, what I feel is, as I was telling that, we should look at trading as a pleasant experience. And one of the way to do it is to get detached. It is also called as, what I read it somewhere. It is called as the art of detachment. Now, how to stay emotionally neutral during a trade? Arun, how do you do that?
Because I tell you, the most important thing I have found out, like I tried watching the market and everything. So the best way I found out is don't watch the market. So So as simple as that, what I do, I operate only through, I have always stop loss in my system. Once I enter a trade, I always have a stop loss, and I manage my thing through alerts. I've always put alerts in my broker system. So whenever the price alert comes, I just have a decision to make already. And then that is what I'm saying. You need to have a plan. So I have a plan. If the price goes to that level, maybe I will trail my stop loss. Maybe I will book some profits. So whatever I have in plan, so I have always a written plan before the day begins. And everything. And one thing is also important. You should not change your plan after 9:15. Once the market opens, if you are changing your plan, then that is not a plan. So your plan should be before the market opens. You should have a clear mindset, clear strategy. Yeah, you can have 2, 3 plans. If market does this, I will have this plan, A plan, B plan, C plan. But now you cannot create a D plan, E plan, and a F plan. So you come with 2, 3 plans. And if the market is not within your plan, then walk away from the market. As simple as that. Then it is not your day to trade. Same way, so the best way I found to manage emotions and all these things is for me. Like, I'm a swing trader, I'm not a day trader, so I'm not telling you my strategy works for anyone. But for me, the best strategy is, since I'm a swing trader, I'm holding the trade for 2 to 5 days, so I don't need to watch the market. How will I hold the trade for 5 days if I'm watching every minute of the market, that price is going up now 2%? No, I want to make 15 to 20%. Why will I worry about 1 to 2% moves? So that's why I manage my things through alerts and all. And most of the time I'm not watching the market.
Exactly. So I think that is one of the ways to make ourselves detached. Thank you, Arun. And so, Divakar sir, what is your way of detaching from your trades?
See, intraday trading is a very popular one. Okay, we might be a swing trader or a short-term or long trader, which we have adopted this after some amount of experience.
Yes.
So if we are talking to the audience where, a lot of freshers who will be curious to know how to become a successful trader, how to handle these emotions. So there will be intraday traders also. They'll be interested in intraday trading also. In that perspective, if you want me to answer first, basically, detaching from the emotion, I think it's impossible. And as Mr. Arun rightly said, we are finally humans. There is definitely emotion involved. And so the algo trading, which is making a news, and futuristic of artificial intelligence, all those things may come into picture. And maybe, there are at times, I'm sure there'll be a success in that part of also. But right now, I believe in myself and not adopting too much of a technology, because I believe some amount of emotion is also important.
Yes.
Okay. Some amount of emotion is also important, except that, as Arun said, you have to stick very, very strictly on your process. Whatever strategy you do, doesn't matter. Stick to that. Don't change your strategy just because that day market didn't go according to you. If you have picked up the strategy, you would have picked up after doing some homework. You would have done some testing. Why would you pick up a strategy if you're not believed it?
Correct.
So after believing it, just because on the day of trading, if it doesn't work, you should not get disheartened and move away from it. So you have to stick to the strategy or plan or discipline, which makes you perfect. And I'll also tell you, when you adopt anything, adopt it for quite some time. And I've been telling some of my friends who want to enter fresh to the market also, that what is the best strategy? What is the method? All those questions they keep asking me. I just tell them, you are curious to know about particular strategy. Okay, you start with this. But what I suggest you is trade, say, for about 100 days. 100 minimum days, immaterial of what happens to with the results. See, when you trade, say, about 100 days, you will come through a cycle of happenings. That will make you actually, understand how my strategy or process is also working.
Correct.
I will guarantee you at the end of 100 days, you would have reached a very, very positive note. It definitely works. So
Yes.
instead, if you have a target, okay, in 1 week, I need to learn and make this plan successful, it is not going to happen. The longer the period you test, I'm sure it's going to work on you.
Yes.
So detaching from the emotion is impossible. It has to be there, but keeping it under control and making it a better is only the method.
Yeah. Thank you, Divakar sir. I mean, I agree with you. The thought process, what I have is, it's just like this. A trade is just a trade. Okay, it does not define us. Okay. So earlier, when I had started earlier, I used to get very emotionally attached, and I used to watch the screen every 1 minute, come and see what's happening, the PNL, M2Ms, fluctuating and all that. I used to see. But then when I started looking at it from a perspective of a business, okay. So when I started looking at it from that perspective, that is where I started following a system. I started managing my risk. And when I started doing this, it started making my decisions better. Okay. So now it has become in such a way that, taking trade does not, stress me out in reality. So what I do is this, very simple: win or lose, I just move to the next one. So that is the way I feel, I have been able to kind of, I agree with Divakar sir that it is impossible to kind of get detached completely and all that. If we are able to do that, we will be like, we will be having this
Monk.
shining thing on our head right now.
Yeah, monk, enlightenment, that circle. Yeah.
Yeah, correct. So that is what would have happened, but this is what it is. So
But
great.
Kiran, I'll tell you, we can reach that stage. Maybe in a matter of time. I'll tell you, if not the 100% of it, definitely we can reach the thousands of trades which we are taking. Will definitely sharpen us.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I'm very sure, like, the whole point I realized was, this is with, with the consistency, what happens is we start getting clear about our own
Oh yeah,
process. We start getting conviction about our own system,
right.
the process and all that. And ultimately, yes, as you rightly said, you never know. We can have a big circle or a halogen lamp also. Who knows? So, so that is the thing. So let's move on to the second part, or talking about taking this discussion further about having a trader's mindset. So I feel building discipline and having mental resilience is very important. So if you can share one daily habit what you have which has actually helped you build your discipline and mental resilience, Divakar sir.
A daily habit
Yes.
regarding the stock market or personal.
No. It is like, for example, to build your, I'm very sure you are also a very disciplined and a strong, mentally strong person. So to come to this level, do you have some kind of a daily habit? Like, for example, I'll tell you, okay, let me start it with me. Building discipline and mental resilience. What has actually really helped me is, every day in the morning, I follow a very fixed routine wherein I do some kind of a meditation and yoga. Basically, it is to center my whole thought process. I don't even think about the stocks or the charts. Like, for example, let me tell you this way. Okay, once my trade is over, which can maybe be over in 30 minutes, 40 minutes and all that, after that I don't even think about stock market. So what has happened is, I'm kind of taking my attention away from the charts, away from the same thing, so that when I come back, I can be more fresh and I can have a very clear perspective and decision making abilities. So it's like what, you know that, we generally tend to say, like, for example, when we were in 9 to 5 job and we have been working continuously for 6, 8 months, then we used to tell, Arey, I need a break here. I need a break of 2 weeks wherein I have to just go out and I don't want to do anything kind of. So similarly in the stock market, in the financial market, what I feel is, since we are, we do this for a living, we trade, so once the trade is over and the target is done, it is over. The day is over. So we enjoy the day by doing something else, some other productive thing. So this is the way I do it. That morning routine of mine has actually built a lot of discipline in me and also a mental resilience, because I do it on an everyday basis. It is like, I don't miss it even on my holidays. Even on a Sunday morning, I get up every day at 5:30. It doesn't matter whether it is a holiday or working day. It doesn't matter to me. So that is the kind of thing what is, I think, has brought discipline into me. So this is what I wanted to understand. So what is that one thing you feel which has helped with the discipline and mental resilience?
Well, Kiran, see, I'm sure person to person this varies. Well, what I have adopted now, maybe not going to be helpful for the viewers, but it can definitely be a story kind of a thing to listen. So generally, I believe in getting up early and having a walk or gym or these kind of things, stuff. Until
Swimming.
that, I'll not think about stock market at all. My
No,
stock market,
I think you also like swimming.
yeah,
Yeah.
swim a lot.
Yes.
Yeah. So what I do is, see, until 8:30, all these games and sports, exercise will happen. So once I come to 8:30 in front of my laptop, then the stock market thought process go until it closes, say
Yeah.
till 3:30. I'm definitely devoted to stock market. And post stock market, definitely I'll take out a couple of hours for personal things, and again keep a few hours in doing homework for the next day.
Next day.
Not more than that. Not more than that. Because I have seen people, they get so obsessed. They are, working hard, watching YouTubes and, something or the other throughout. They hardly sleep. They go very late night in watching a lot of things. If you are passionate about it, I know you will not get tired. But what's going to happen is, if you work too hard, if you work too hard in learning faster, it's not going to work.
Yes.
So you have to, skip away from the primary thing which you are doing and then come back. I'm sure it works better. That's my personal view.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you so much. I think that is very obvious. It is, I like that point of yours that, just to learn faster, it doesn't mean that I can put 24 hours and I can learn faster. It doesn't work.
No, it doesn't work. It doesn't work.
Absolutely. Thank you. Thank you so much. So, Arun, what is your one top habit which has helped you with your discipline and resilience?
Yeah. So, Divakar sir had shared, Kiran, so that is why it is very important. What I always believe is, if you are not a disciplined person in your life, you cannot be a disciplined trader. People believe that thing, that you can be indisciplined in your life, like you are sleeping late and you are waking up late, like you will just sleep late and you will wake up at 9:15 and just open the market and some magic will start happening. You will start making money. That's what people think, that how the trader lives his life. कि मतलब you just need to work for 9:15 to 3:30 and after that you enjoy your life and do whatever you want and all these things. But they don't understand, if you need to be a disciplined trader, you need to have discipline in your life as well. You need to have a fixed routine. S- I'm not saying everyone will have a perfect routine. Everyone cannot get up at 5:30. You get up at
Yeah.
8 a.m. You get up at 6 a.m. How does it matter? But you need to have a very particular discipline. You need
Correct.
to have full, I think, 6 to 8 hours of sleep. If you are not having a sleep, you will not have a clear mindset. And
Yes.
if you are, and that I've observed, like I always say, you should even have some checking before the day's opening. You should have one checking is like what we are thinking. We are always checking about different things. Everyone is after what is happening in the market, what is happening in, like before opening the market, what is happening in global markets, what is happening in India, some news they will track and all these things. That's fine. But that is happening to the market. But are you checking your own news? Are you checking yourself? If you are not
Mhm.
well, if your health is not good, if something is happening in your family life, if something you are mentally stressed here, you don't know. That's what I always call trading is a mental sports. People are thinking that you can just come and just enjoy and just 9:15 come and magic will start happening. Even if you are, it doesn't matter, 20-year, 50-year-old experienced trader, it doesn't matter. For that particular day, which you are going to trade, are you ready for that day or not? That's what decides
Yes.
how your day will progress.
Absolutely.
Profit and loss will not come through that. But what I'm trying to tell you is that's what I said. Trade the plan, plan the trade. You can only do that if you are mentally prepared.
Yes.
So if you are not mentally prepared, like you mentioned, so I also do. I have a daily habit of doing meditation. So I daily, whatever I do whenever I wake up, I do 15 to 20 minutes meditation. Then, like you mentioned, I'm mostly I'm away from my screen. So I'm doing my other stuff and all these things. I manage it only through alerts and everything. So, and then I have a post-market analysis routine, like 15, 20 minutes. I will put to see whether I followed my plan or what were the mistakes so I can improve. And maybe I will put some time for back testing and all these things, but not more than that. Then I have my own lifestyle. And next thing, like Divakar sir mentioned, you need to have some other enjoyment or your routine
Activity.
outside, yeah, activity
Activity.
outside of trading. If you are thinking you can be 24 hours
Yes.
into trading and all, like I'm mentoring people and I've seen people like they're very
Oh, yeah.
hardworking. Maybe they have succeeded in other fields by following that system, but trading
Mm.
is a mental sports. It's not physical. You can keep on doing, like someone has stamina or he can become a trader in 1 month. Someone can learn trading in 1 week. No, it will not happen. That's what people don't understand. Lot of the things, until and unless you go through all the
Correct.
experiences, like you have to do revenge trading, you have to go through drawdowns, you have to go through emotions, and then you learn the way out of it, because everyone's emotions are different. Like Divakar sir mentioned, you have to put, like I always that's why in my program also I don't give only a course. You just take a course and you will become a trader. It is impossible. You take even the world's best course, you can never become a trader after
Yeah,
taking a course.
absolutely.
I give a mentorship program. That's why only 2 to 3 months. After that, put at least 50 to 100 trades. And then you see what you are doing in those trades. And then only you realize the mistakes. And then you need to work on your own mistakes. That's why I say every trader is separate. Every trader will have different kinds of mistakes. He's governed by a
Yes.
different emotions because we are humans. Every human is different. So since trading is a mental sports and it's a mental game, so that's why their mistakes are going to be completely different. They are governed by, everyone is governed by their own emotions. So after taking those 50 to 100 trades, you have to analyze them. Like, what are my mistakes? So, and what you can do to improve. So you actually, people are thinking you will understand market by taking trades. Sorry, that is not the game. Whatever we are doing in trading, we are trying to understand ourselves. That's what people don't understand. By do
Yes.
So whenever I work with a trader, I just ask for his trades. Just show me your last 50 trades, and I can
Yeah.
tell a person's personality from those trade analysis
Yes,
only.
yes, yes.
Absolutely.
Definitely agreed. Agreed.
Absolutely.
Agreed.
It just like I say in astrology, we call it Janam Kundli. So for a trader, the Janam Kundli is his own trades.
His own
Show me
trades.
his
Yeah.
Show me the 50 to 100 trades, and I can tell what kind of trader he is. As simple
Yeah,
as that.
yeah.
Absolutely.
It's like,
Absolutely.
earlier I used to see the car owner and gauge, what kind of a person he's,
Yeah.
looking at the car brand also. So like that, you can look at 50 past trades and I'm sure you can come out with what kind of a trader he is. You're right. You're right. Well, anyway, I mean, if you permit me, I
Yes.
want to add something,
Absolutely.
Kiran.
Absolutely. Thank
Yeah, see, the idea is we are
Sure,
not
sure.
trying
Go
to
on.
scare away the audience by telling them, you require long term like us to become master in trade or be successful. We are not actually, we by talking like this, we are helping you to achieve much faster than what we went through. We may have taken 5 years to achieve what we are. So, but by giving you these kind of tips, I'm sure you will be able to do it much faster. Say, if not 5 years, you will do it in 3 years or 2.5 years. So, three of us, I'm sure we'll agree on this, right? Yeah.
Yeah. That's the
Yeah,
whole
absolutely.
objective
I
of
mean,
this.
it is
Yeah.
like, yeah, thank you, Divakar sir. See, it's like, for example, see, it is the same point that, this thing that, we don't need to commit all the mistakes ourselves to learn from it.
Correct.
We can always learn from others' mistakes, and, so that our growth is much faster. So
Right.
that is the whole idea.
Yeah.
And you rightly, thank you for bringing this point to all our, bringing it to the spotlight again. Because
Yeah.
the whole point of having this Beyond the Trade series was to make people aware
Yeah.
with the realities. It is not to scare away or tell
Yeah.
people something, but to make them realize the realities. What is the possibilities? What can happen? What can go wrong? What can go right? And all these things.
Correct.
So thank you, Divakar sir. Thank you so much. So so much of foresight you had that you thought you should reiterate that again. So thank you so much. So let us come on that note. Let us come to this one mini segment, which is like all of us would like to, since we are talking about that, to trade like a monk. So just let us just give this glimpse to people. Okay, if you want to really trade like a monk, what I feel is, these things like what you said about meditation, journaling, visualization. These are some things which can really help the traders. So now, uh, you know, how would you, what you would suggest to people if they want to trade like a monk? Divakar sir, what is your take on this?
Uh, Probably I will stick to the same thing which I was telling 5 minutes ago. You know, stick to your strategy, number one, and stick to your, stop loss or thing what you have adopted.
Yes.
And then if you are trading with 1 or 2 lots, stick to that. And then have a 100-day target. Okay, 100-day trading target actually can give you a fantastic experience. No matter what emotions or changes which you see or want to happen, don't go with that. Just stick to this process for 100 days and see yourself where you're standing.
Yes.
I'm sure
Absolutely.
you will be a different trader than what you were before that those 100 traded. So that's
Absolutely.
that's my feel.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you so much. Yes, Arun. What is, I mean, I know you are kind of on the way to become a monk. So what is your
I don't know. I don't know whether I will become a monk or not.
yeah, a
But I tell
monk,
you,
the monk who sold his Ferrari.
yeah, I've read that book by Robin Sharma. Yeah.
Yes.
So he's one of my favorite authors. Yeah.
Yes, yes,
So
yes.
so that what I feel, the one thing is creating a plan. There are two things. Lot of people think if you create a plan, and that also I tell you, lot of people create a plan. Like I also used to do initially in the initial years. Every day I would create a plan before the market open, and once the market clock ticks 9:15, everything goes out, and we are doing all other things except our plan. So I used to stick on it on my wall. Like I have now also trust the process and everything you have on your wall, and you have so many things, and people do it still. They think they will be able to do it. But actually what I've found out, it is not possible still. Because once the market opens, emotions take over, and you think, because we are thinking that we are the same person who made the decision before the market open. Once the market opens, emotions take over, and we are not able to follow our plan.
Yeah.
So for following the plan, you need to have lot of things. First thing that I believe is, first you need to build a conviction in your system.
Yes.
If you don't have conviction in your system, then you're always doing, once you might have a plan, but you don't have conviction in that plan. Once the market opens, you will feel that market is going down. Let me play some other thing. Let me do this thing. So first you need to have a build a conviction in your system. Then, like you mentioned, and you need to do other things also. Then you need to, and I also believe, meditation and visualization and all things, these help. But one thing also I have found out, these things also, once we come into the market, but during market hours, sometimes these also fail. That's what I have observed. So the best thing is
Mm.
to, for what I like Divakar sir mentioned, I believe in process based trading, not in outcome based trading.
Yeah.
So I believe in creating process
Absolutely.
goals. So whenever the traders I'm working with, all my mentees, I don't give them outcome goals. I don't give them make 10% or 10 hour for this month,
Absolutely,
20
absolutely,
hour in a month. I don't give
absolutely.
them these useless and crap goals. That's what people believe. Like I can give, I will make 100 R. Like we talk in terms of R in traders. So R is the how much Matlab,
Yes.
in your risk you are putting and how much you will be making. So like 100% I want to make in a year. I want to make 50% in a year. You cannot decide. Market is works in its own way. I cannot decide how will I make this year. I don't know whether market will play according to my plan. It is exactly opposite. I have to play according to the market's plan. That's
Yes.
why I say you need to have a plan, but it doesn't. But once the market opens, whether the market is playing according to your plan or not, that is also very important. So if the market is not playing according to my plan, then don't play that day. Say Tata bye bye. I shut my shop and go away. That's it. That is the
Yeah,
control you need to
exactly.
develop. If you cannot develop that
Yes.
control, you cannot make people don't. And one thing I don't understand, people think making money and making consistent money. There is a big difference between these two things. All the people who even put
Absolutely.
random trades, he will make money. There might be people, he will make much more money than me. If someone comes and puts a big bet and he might make money. But whether he will make money after 1 month, after 6 months, after 1 year, after 5 years, if you really want to see trading as a career, then you need to have a process related goals. What
Yes.
is like, what was your plan for the day? Whether you could stick to the plan after the market or then you analyze it. As simple as that. I keep it very, very simple. Then over the week, you again reanalyze your trades. Like you took 10 trades. So then over the weekend, analyze those trades. How many of the trades you followed the plan? Then over the month, like you did 30 trades, 20, it doesn't matter. Whatever trades you are doing, whether you are day trader, swing trader, position trader, it doesn't matter. But check whether you are following your plan or not. It's not about the money. Money can come from wrong trades also. That's what we don't understand. Like in one trade, I put 100% of my capital and it goes in my favor and I made money. And rest of the 50 trades, I lost money. Or I'm not even talking about lost money or something. I didn't follow the plan. So that trade, did I have a plan for putting 100% risk in that trade? Number one thing, if I didn't have a plan before the market open, again, I'm repeating it. You cannot change your plan during once the market open because then the emotions come. Why I am saying every plan should be
Yes.
created before the market open or after the market close. If you are creating a plan during the market, that is not a plan. Sorry. Then whatever you are doing is you are doing with emotions. So that is emotional
Yes.
thinking. You have to create a
Correct.
plan before the market open and then try to stick to it and then analyze your trades over week, over weekends, over months. And that's how. And if you have process, then you will identify the mistakes. Like how I work with my mentees, that's why I work personally with most of my mentees. Everyone have different issues. You cannot have same issues. Every person, like after 40 trades, what he's doing wrong. So most of the time, what I found out, most of the people are doing the same mistakes again and again
And
and
again.
again. They think so.
And that mistake is, and that common mistake, correct me if I'm wrong, is that they're opposite to the trend.
Whatever. I will not say, one thing, what I'm saying is every trader is unique. Like someone likes putting more trades.
Yeah.
So if one way or the other, he will start putting, he'll find a reason to put more trades. Yeah, someone is fearful. So if whenever even a good opportunity comes, he will not be able to put more trades on that day when they should have put. Yeah, like you mentioned, someone is playing against the trend, someone is doing so. Everyone has different kind of trades. Until and unless we analyze those trades and I can find a reason. But what I have observed is most of the people, they have only few, very few common mistakes. Every trader after 50 to 100 trades, you can find out that he is committing the same mistakes again and again. It looks to us like, that is why it said, it looks to us that there are emotions of revenge trading. If you go on Google it, there are hundred of emotions. How will you handle hundred of emotions? No one can handle hundred emotions. It is not the emotions. It is the same thing, that person has some problems and he's doing same problems, and because of that, all the emotions are coming.
Yeah.
Like I told you, if you are not sticking to the plan, then some kind of emotions will come up. If you are sticking to your plan, if you are putting, like you have already decided, I am going to in day trading, I'm suppose you have a time limit. You put in day trading also, you can create plan for anything, any kind of trading. You
Yes.
put your plan, like I'm going to do only 9:15 to 10:30. And there after I will close the system. I will only put 3 trades for a day. My daily loss limit is
So much.
2,000, 4,000, 5,000, whatever. But what people are doing, they are putting daily profit limit. How can you decide the profit for the day? You don't even know. Market hasn't opened. You don't know what the market is going to do, and you can put a profit target. That is why the people don't understand in trading, the process goals works, not the outcome goals. You cannot have outcome goals. And track your process. and that will decide your progress in trading.
Absolutely. I mean,
Thank you.
my thing for to trade like a monk is what I personally do is what has helped me is, it is my journal, the trading journal. So in the trading journal, apart from writing down what is my reason for the entry, I also write down what was my emotional state, what was also the outcome. And by analyzing that, I have spotted some few patterns, like what like Arun said. Maybe on those days when I was my sleep was not that great, that day my the trade was not up to the mark.
Yeah.
So that is one thing what has helped me. And of course, I told you my daily morning meditation. So how I look at meditation is it's as simple as I'm giving my brain a reboot before I go and see the chart. So it is like rebooting my brain. So
Yeah.
that is how it has helped me. And of course, all of us, as Arun keeps saying, all of us have our own way of looking at things, our own styles. So this is what it is. So great, fantastic. So now let us come to the last but one part of this very interesting discussion what we are having, and which is the fun and the interactive segment. We'll keep it very very short, and let us put it like this. Okay, so the part is called as what would you do? This is a like scenario based things. Okay, like I'll keep it very simple. It is nothing. It is turns one by one to answer, and let us see if most of all our answers match. I don't know, but let us see, because we have never discussed this. So the scenario is this: you are 200% up on your trade. Okay, so but the market looks shaky. Will you hold or sell?
Market
Divakar sir.
looks market looks shaky.
See, you are 200%, you are 200% up on your trade.
Right?
Okay, but the market looks very shaky. So will you hold or sell?
I will definitely exit. I'll book profit and exit.
Absolutely. Arun?
Yeah, I have to look my plan. Like if that is within my plan, and I told you, I'm no, mostly I'm not even watching the market. If I'm already in profits, I will get an alert, pick profit, and maybe I will be trailing. Either I will trail it tightly
Yes.
and all these things, or like Divakar sir mentioned, or I might sometimes I take even partial off. So I even take partials off. So there are viewpoints. So it depends on what kind of
Yeah,
thinking
what
is.
is the situation?
Yeah.
Exactly. I mean, in this situation, even I would be like kind of, taking a partial exit, and, then keep on trailing my stop loss to ride the trend as well. I mean, I mean, even trailing the stop loss is an art,
Yeah.
where you should know what levels you should
Yeah.
be trailing it. Because if you don't put it at the right level, there might be many scenarios, and I'm very sure all of you must have experienced it. It would just come to your stop loss and then
Yeah.
start going in the same
Then
direction.
yeah.
So
Obviously.
that actually tells us, okay, this is the way we can refine our art of, placing our stop losses. So that will be my thing. So more or less we are the same. So that's great. And the next part is, what can we say? Some mind hack challenges. So yeah, see, everybody nowadays is talking about hacks. I don't know what exactly the hack really works on, but anyways, so since it is the term, so any few tips which we can share to rewire our brains to success in trading. Arun, what is your take?
Because if you really have to rewire, what I have found out, there is one, and I have found with all successful traders, the best thing you can rewire your brain is studying the market, is by doing back testing. And that too, again, I'm repeating, manual back testing. I don't believe in mechanical back testing, because again, there are no emotions involved in mechanical back testing. You are just putting some out input and it is giving you output. So no emotions are involved. You go through charts after charts, study your setup, like Divakar sir mentioned. So how you come to that strategy and system, how will you develop the conviction? At the end, trading is nothing. Trading is a game of conviction. If you have developed conviction on your setup, you can make money from any setup. If you don't have conviction, you can never make money from your system. So how to build conviction is, that's what I say, always back testing. So how will you, and like right now, what I'm doing this exercise. I'm going through different kinds of market environments. That is why backtesting has so many advantages people don't understand. All the successful traders have studied charts after charts after charts. That is the only way they have become successful. They have gone through previous for 30 years of data, 20 years of data, 10 years of data, and go through different market environments and see how your strategy perform. So that is the biggest hack. You don't have to put money, you don't have to lose money, you don't have to do live trading until at least you will get some sense whether your system works and in which market environment it works, which market environment it doesn't work. But what I feel, the problem is no one is willing to do backtesting. No one is willing to put the hard work. That
Yeah.
is the hard work. If someone asks me what is the hard work in trading, backtesting is the hard work, and no one does backtesting. I haven't find a single person who says I have done 5 years, 10. Matlab, I'm not saying everyone. There are people, but who has become consistently profitable. Tell me a person there he can become profitable without doing backtesting. I don't know. All the biggest successful traders, I've seen their interviews, I've listened to them. Everyone has done extensive backtesting, and that's how they build conviction, and that's how they can trade any environment.
Yeah. Thanks. Yeah, that is one. That is absolutely essential. At least we should know on what field we are playing on. If we don't
Yeah.
even know that, what will go and play. So that is what it is. So Divakar sir, what are your mind hacks?
Yeah, see, just with touching the Arun, whatever he said on the mind hacking thing, where backtesting, I definitely even I have done backtesting, but out of more of curiosity, and definitely it helps to a large extent, no doubt about it. But frankly, I don't do it anymore. The reason being, I'm adopting a different method, like, it's like an all-rounder, what you call in cricket. See, here we have fundamental expertise or technical expertise. People most of the time follow one of these,
The
right?
two.
But I have probably, because of failures, initially I started with fundamentals. I was only depending on fundamentals a lot, which didn't work for me. So I went to technicals. So when it didn't work for me, then I realized, okay, okay, I have not learned both of them, not enough. So, but anyway, in course of time, what happened was I managed to learn both in a very decent way. But today, for me, it's like an all-rounder. I'm like an all-rounder. I have to go through both the fundamentals and technical part of a stock or index and the scenario. It really is the one which works for me.
Absolutely. I mean, it gives, this is a deadly combination, fundamental and technical will actually give you, maybe you can use the best of both the worlds and get more, what you can say, reliable outputs. So
Yeah,
that is great.
because in continuation to technical expertise people, because they don't depend on the out news and all those things. They don't watch news. Yeah, I
Yes.
definitely agree that. I respect that. Technical indicators will give you what's happening outside the world, and you don't need any news. But if you adopt a method where how much you have to take from the inputs of the news and what is real or not, if you're able to bifurcate that and put into the technicals, I'm sure you can really improvise much higher than what you're doing.
Absolutely. There is no doubt about it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's nice. Nice that, that, as I told you, it's a deadly combination. Very,
Yeah.
very much, very much. So coming to me, my mind hacks. Okay. So let me put it this way. Okay. So before, you place a trade, I would like all of you to ask yourself, would I take this trade if I had no emotions attached to this? And if the answer is a no, then you just skip it. You don't even look at it. That is one. Second thing is, this is, what I always keep telling my community members now. Every loss is like a tuition fee.
Yeah. Yeah.
So learn from it and don't chase it. This is the second thing. And third thing is, treat trading like a business. Okay, like just like how Arun and Divakar sir told, it is a process over profits, nothing else. Okay, these are the couple of things what I wanted to share. And yes, so we are almost through, and we have come to this amazing session, and it was wonderful talking about these things, which I'm very, I'm very happy to tell you that it is these are some things which many people don't go into the depths, and we have tried to do that, and I hope our audience will like that. And so thank you, uh, Arun and Divakar sir, for sharing your perspectives on the trader psychology. And as a closing thought, okay, so what has been your kind of takeaway from this conversation today, Divakar sir?
Yeah, first of all, thank you very much, Kiran, for giving me an opportunity to join this, and it's an honor. And well, the topic chosen from you also was extremely helpful. It's going to be helpful for the audience, so watch it. And I definitely would like to touch the last part of my discussion where we talked on the 100-day trading thing. So if that can be adopted, a 100-day challenge, please go through that. If you are doing a strategy like, for example, a bull spread, if you are trying to do with a bull spread kind of a strategy, keep a stop loss like 500 rupees and target like 1,000 rupees. Just go with that and try yourself for 100 days. I'm going to promise you it will make you a different trader. You will get to see the different kinds of market, and then you will learn a lot from those 100 trades on different situations. And by that time, you will have a control over the strategy as well as some kind of a market scenario. So this will also make you discipline, and patience is definitely one of the things which you learn. And try with it, and we will be here. You can get back to us on how it works in probably in 3 months' time. And also,
Thank you, Divakar sir. Yeah.
I run a YouTube channel, Bulls and Bear Bulletin. I definitely request you all to join me and subscribe me on this channel, and give me your feedback. So thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Divakar sir. I mean, definitely for our audience, let me tell you that all the three links of all of the three of us will be there in the description. You can please go there and go watch all our different contents. I mean, see, we are from three distinct styles. Okay, we are not from the same style of looking at things, but still somewhere we find something which is common in us. That is why we come here every month, join together and discuss things. So thank you so much, Divakar sir. And Arun, yes, what has been your final thoughts you would like to share?
No, that's what I believe ki matlab, people are mostly, if you see, they're only focused about strategy, systems and all. That is the initial phase. The initial phase, you need to focus on that and you need to create a system. And that should be back tested and live tested and all these things. But once you have a system, then the whole role, what people don't understand, then the role comes. And there are people who are having very profitable systems, I tell you, and there are on YouTubes and everywhere. But the problem is why they cannot be still be traded, because the problem is what they don't is with the trader, not with the system. Everyone thinks that only if you get some system or some secrets from someone you can make money from trading, but that is the what people don't understand. The main challenges are not with the system. The main challenges are with the trader. So that's why I always say it is trader psychology. So everyone, and that's why everyone cannot trade every system. Remember this thing. It looks easy.
Yes.
Maybe I'm not made for day trading. So I have tried day trading, I've tried options, so it didn't work out for me. But it's not like that. If it didn't work out for me, it will not work for Kiran, it will not work for Divakar sir or some other person. So every person is a different personality. So you have to find your own
Exactly.
unique personality and which system works for you. So that's why initial phase is for trying to find. You have to
Yeah.
try some things.
Yeah.
So initially, for the first 6 months to 1 year, you should try different things and try to find what works for you. And then once you understand that these things you are more comfortable and that suits your personality, then go for it. And thereafter, the only work you have to put it, then your work will become easier. The
Yeah.
problem is if you try to do anything outside of your personality, then it is going to be very, very difficult. That's what people don't understand. So trading, that's why I say it is trader psychology. So, and if you want to make it easier, then try to choose a thing which is already inside you. Like some people can do investing naturally. Like some people can do anything in sports and cycle and matlab in studies also, any field you see. Some people are natural in their profession. So in trading, there are so many types of trading that happens. So the initial periods, you should be hit and trial. You find what suits you. And once you suits it, then try to implement it and then try to become what the system tells you. Then you have to adapt yourself to the system. So these are phases in the life of a trader. And you have to, and no one can bypass the phases. That's what people don't understand. You cannot become, you create a finder system and the next day you will take some, learn some course or take some strategy and you will become profitable. It's not going to happen. Still, you have to follow the system and it requires time. It will require the psychology and you will have to adapt to the system. System and the market will not adapt to you. Again, these are theoretical things, but it has very deep meaning. The people who understand, who have been trading for years, they will appreciate and understand. System and the market doesn't adapt to you. You have to adapt to the system.
Absolutely. Thank you, Arun. And again,
And you can find me at Swing Trading Mentor. I'm on LinkedIn and on YouTube and everywhere, and Quora also. I write about swing trading and other types of trading, and everywhere I go by the name of Swing Trading Mentor.
yeah.
And
Thank you, Arun.
thanks, Kiran, for giving the opportunity.
Arey, no,
Yeah.
it's not me, it's a collaboration. All the three of us are equally contributing. So this entire thing is belongs to all the three of us. So I'm so happy
But
that, we are able
but
to
you are the
associate
key.
month on month. And it's been a great learning experience for me, interacting with both of you. And look,
But you are the person,
yeah, I
Kiran,
mean, it is like,
who gets us together.
it's like what, I mean, I do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, see, I am only the what you can say, kind of a facilitator. You can, Siddharth keep telling us, it's not that how what kind of a teacher we are and what kind of a coach we are. So it doesn't matter nowadays. It is about how best we can facilitate things. Okay, so it's got no ego involved and all these things. So I know it's an honor to host both of you every time, and I would like to conclude by telling that, my biggest lesson from interacting with both Arun and Divakar sir and, having this recordings over a period of time, my thing is, that I have learned is, if the market doesn't care about our feelings. Okay, it doesn't care. And the only thing which is in our control is that entry point, that execution. Okay, so that is the only thing what is in our control. And the other biggest thing what I have also learned is the moment we let our emotions drive the decisions, we have already lost it. So this is the thing what I have learned. And thank you, audience, for being with us till here. And it has been a wonderful, 60 plus minutes of discussion. I hope you all find value. You will find all our links in the description below. Please do go and watch, see us on different platforms. All of us are there on LinkedIn, on YouTube, and we are also on Substack and various other platforms. Please go there and look at our content we have been creating, and please put share your comments, share your opinions as to what you liked, what you didn't like, what you would like to see more of. So this is the feedback what we are looking for. So please encourage and kind of give us the, what you can say, the love to create such content into the future. So thank you, Divakar sir, and thank you, Arun, for joining me and we will get back again and have one more session. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you. Namaskar.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.